What's going on, Division 4? Yeah! Woo! Alright, we're back with Division 4. Delta T Racing. It is round 8 at Silverstone. I am completely destroyed by allergies right now. So if I am sneezing and sniffling on the stream, I really apologize. But I'm going to do my best to cover the action today. And it looks like we got some rain in qualifying, so this is going to be an interesting one. I'm just going to check the stream to see if we're all good on the audio, and then I will be right back to cover qualifying for you guys. Alright, check 1 2, check 1 2. That's what I like to call response time right there. You heard that? My internet be going off right now. Alright! Let's do this. I think we got everything we need to see, right? Don't need that crap. We know everybody's out on enters. Okay, first one to come around looks like it's going to be a blue car. And it is an Alpine. Outlap. Why do we got all that on? Going on there. Yeah, we probably want to see the fast lap, don't we? Alright, first car to come around. First car to come around is going to be Jens Hoffer crossing the line now for his first lap of the day. I think these guys will probably end up doing a couple laps just to get a feel for the conditions. And, you know, when it rains, you usually want to do, you know, maybe 2 laps, 3 laps around the track. You just keep improving every time you go around usually, so. Jens just taking it easy, feeling out the conditions here. Whoa, a little bit of a slide there. Was able to catch the rear end though. Coming around turn 4, I believe that is. No DRS obviously with the, oh, what did we just see? No DRS obviously with the rain, but we're into a trickier part of the track here. You gotta keep it pretty tight in that corner, gains you a lot of time. But with the rain, I'm not sure it's going to be too easy to do that. Through cops now. Little wide there. It's alright though. Now into Maggots and Beckett's. See if he takes this one cleanly. Looks to be doing it. That's a decent exit there. Way out onto the curb, catches a little bit of grass. Down the back straight now, there's a Mercedes right behind him. I don't know what that Mercedes is doing, but hopefully he doesn't get caught here in this out. But coming into the penultimate corner here now is Jens Hoffer, and Boss Mods is out of the session. Seems like Boss Mods lost it on the old start-finish straight. 142.7 is Jens Hoffer's time there. Yeah, I think Boss Mods just lost it on the old straight there. And Tom Putty comes around with a 141.1, so completely destroying Jens Hoffer's time. Oh my. So we got Hackett here, the lobby host. Coming on to the, what is this one? Is this the Hanger straight? I think so. I'm gonna keep calling it that. You guys could let me know in the comments if I'm completely messing it up. But he's coming up to the penultimate corner now. Reliant coming across the line with a 140.6. This guy loves the rain. Into the final is Hackett coming up to the line. Let's see what he's got. Looks like a 142.0. Bogorowski crossing the line. Right behind him with a 140.7. and Gooder taking the top spot. The Ferrari brethren of Reliant with a 140.450. So that is going to be a Ferrari 1-2 to start things off here today. Who else do we got? We got Wiseman number 7. Oh, Wiseman number 7, little slide in the rear end, coming on to the back straight now. Completely flat. See if he can hold it together for the rest of his lap here. Nice and easy on the gas. Little bit of a slide there in the rear end again. The rear end not loving the rain here today for Waza. Oh, a little slower to the final. It's got to be easy on the gas there. But it's a 142.0 for Waza as he crosses the line. I think Tom Buddy came around and just did a better time actually. A 140.698. Rancy's on an out lap. Jordan JJT just started his, heading on to the, well, this might be the hanger straight, right? No, the backwards the hanger straight, definitely. I have no clue what I'm talking about. But anyways, we do see Jordan on a lap, so we're going to see how he does. Wasn't able to catch the first sector there. Jordan now coming onto the old start-finish straight. He might be carrying a good bit of downforce. Ooh, Bogorowski top of the time charts again with a 139.743. So he's showing those Ferraris who's bossing that McLaren. Keeping it clean so far is Jordan onto the back straight now. So he can just keep it neat and tidy for the rest of his lap. Into the final chicane here, taking it in fourth, short shifted up to 5, getting that grip into 6 pretty quickly. He's gonna come across in the 140.3, so that's gonna be 4th place for him. You want to jump down with Rancy, who's about to start his lap. Rancy, the machine, the man, the myth, and the legend, coming around the final corner to start his first lap of the day. This guy is a weapon. Been improving a lot lately. Putting in the time, putting in the practice. A no assists driver, so you know what I'm saying with that no ABS in the rain. My boy's going to be locking it up. Or maybe he won't. But we're going to see how he does today in this rain qualifying as Reliant comes along and just shuts out Bogorowski's time with a 139 point. Oh my gosh! And Bogorowski says, no, you don't. Coming across the line with a 139.498. Reliant's time was a 139.545. As I said before, the dude is a weapon. Coming through Maggots and Beckett's, throwing the car around like it is a toy. On to the final straight now. Just got to keep it clean. The lap looks pretty quick. I haven't looked at any of the sector times, so I don't have a clue. But we're about to find out. Coming through the final chicane now, up into 5th gear. Up and on the gas, just a steady, and it's going to be a 140.7. So Rancy just lets everyone down there with a P7 on his first run. A 140.754. And he just completely ruined everyone's day. We were hyping him up, and he just, his stock fell into the ground. It's the stock market crash of 2023 as Reliant comes across the line with a 139.304. So the fight continues. It is a Ferrari versus McLaren. Screw Ford. Ford is out of the question. It is McLaren today trying to beat Ferrari. Back and forth it goes between Nelly, Bog, Relliot, and Goder. Jordan JJT holding up P5 though. Got a couple cars coming out now, actually, I think. It's going to be Jordan and a Williams. The Williams of who? I believe it's Cassell coming out of the pits there. Yes, it is. As go, Rancy, go! Nico in the chat showing his support for Rancy. Unfortunately, Rancy is sitting down at P7 right now. I do expect him to work his way up the field, though, with his runs in the future. Oh, he's up 6/10 right now. You're going to need a little more than that, Rancy. 140.0 is moving up to P5. A little more time than that in the tank, I think. There is a sprint race today. I do not have the weather for the sprint race, though, so we're going in blind. It could be raining all day, or it could be sunny and warm. Now, it looks like these times are being set with drier setups. I've seen a lot of snaps. So, I think it might just be dry in the race. Everybody's rocking a dry setup for quali. Doing what they can. The allergies are coming in hot here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. We're going to ride on with Tom Putty as I clear my nasal passages. Alright, we are back. Nasal passages have been cleared. And I'll tell you what, I think Tom Putty is a swamp creature. The guy does a 139.490. And he hops into P2. I wonder if he's doing another lap right now. I don't think so. I don't see the ERS clocking down at all. Is Bogorowski on a lap? Bogorowski's about to start a lap. We're going to ride on board with him for this one. Bog setting some furious times out there so far. Let's see if he can challenge Relliot some more for pole position, provisionally, of course. It is 4 minutes left in this session. Ladies and gentlemen, Bogorowski. Oh, he's carrying some downforce, all right. Alright, here we go. Bogorowski through sector 1 is up 1/10 of a second right now. That's just about enough so far to take provisional pole. We do have a Ferrari coming around the final corner up to the line right now. I believe they were just starting a lap. It's going to be Gooner. The Ferrari of Relliot is right behind Bogorowski right now on a hot lap. Bog coming up to Maggots and Beckett's now. Firing the car through. Down to 5th, down to 4th. Goes on the exit through sector 2. Let's see if he's up by 5/10 of a second. This guy is a machine. Coming up to the end of the lap here. Just got to keep it clean, see if we can gain a little bit of extra time through the chicane. A nice apex there, a nice apex there, running it out under the curb. Oh, this one's looking decent, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 139.0 The guy improves by 4.5 tenths of a second. And Elliott right behind him just starts his lap. Needs about 3 tenths, a little less than that, about 2.5 to beat Bogorowski's time. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. You're fine if you cross the line. But let's see what Elliott does here in the first sector. Is he going to be up by 2 tenths almost? A little wide there, but manages to swing the nose in. Trying to keep it tight. Onto the old start finish now. Gunnar actually comes across the line with a 2:12. So improving on his time, moving up to second place. But this one was looking good for Elliott on the start. Oh, he's just firing the car through here. See if he might be able to catch a little bit of a toe here on the back straight. Up by 1.5 tenths. That's about what he needs to take pole position. See if he can do it as Quinter retires from the session. Ooh, taking some inside curve there. That's not going to help him too much. Into the final chicane comes Elliott. Let's see what he's got. Got to be clean out of the final corner here. It's going to be a 138.8, so oh my gosh, he gained a lot of time in that final sector. Bogorowski actually going for another lap here. So we're back on board with him. It's just a back and forth right now between Bogorowski and Elliott. Basically the whole session. Bog coming up to the end of the first sector here. Let's see if he is improving. He is improving. Improving by 1.7 tenths. Alright, we're back. Need a little sneeze break there. Bogorowski throwing it through Cops. As the qualifying session is over, if you haven't crossed the line now, you ain't gonna. That's it. So Bog finishing the second sector. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he's lost a lot of time there. He's gonna have to gain a lot through the third sector here. He's lost almost 2 tenths in the middle sector. Let's see, can he improve? I know he wants this pole position. Coming through the final corners now. Is it going to be enough for Bog? Oh, it's not. So close to being enough. Can Gunnar steal away the pole position? Can Gunnar steal away Bogorowski's P2? Coming out of Maggots and Beckett's, we're going to check the delta after Sector 2 here. He's up by 1.5 tenths. So he'll need a little bit more than that to take pole position. And just a smidge more to knock Bog off of that P2. Might be a front row lockout here for Ferrari. See if he can do it through the final corner now. Coming up to the line is Gunnar. What's he got? It's a 39.0. So I don't believe that was enough. Gunnar's going to be in P3. And that is the qualifying grid set for the sprint race. So there's a second qualifying. And you got to be quick. So, it's going to be Elliott on pole position today. Congratulations to him. He will be starting the sprint race from P1. P2 is going to be Bogorowski in the McLaren. Gunnar in the Ferrari in P3. Nelboy in P4 in the McLaren. So, it's a McLaren, Ferrari, McLaren, Ferrari, McLaren Looking like a good battle shaping up today. Tom Putty in P5, Jordan in P6, Rancy P7, Brandon in P8, P9 is Jay Hayward, Hackett in 10th, Cassell in 11th, Escalos in 12th, Waza number 7 in 13th, Jens Hoffer in 14th, Quinna in 15th. And we didn't have enough time to see the rest. So, we'll read them out real quick when we hop onto the grid. We'll get everything set up for the sprint. Still don't have a weather update for the sprint race. We're going to check the race control right now. See what we can find out. Oh, it is raining for the sprint. Is it wet all day today? What to find out here? Oh man, if it's wet all day. Alright, so race control just came back to us, said the race may not be wet, but the sprint race is. So that's what we got. That's the information we're working with right now. Let's get this thing going here. So we're going to do position change off the start. Name all this good stuff for you guys. We have the interval on. And where were we? I believe we were at Jens. So Jens was 14th, Quinna in 15th, Hans Bula in 16th, and Bosmats in 17th. Bosmats, I think we saw him DNF there in qualifying, so unfortunate for him as Waza gets disqualified. So Waza, I don't know if he just didn't move off the grid. I don't know what's going on there, but a little bit of wheel spin for the guy, maybe. So you see the predicted pit stop strategy hopping up on your screen, powered by AWS. Little Amazon vibe for you guys. 1 day shipping turns into 7, turns into 2 or 3 weeks when you order from a horrible dealer. And that's just the way it goes. The drivers moving through Maggots and Beckett's coming into the third sector. Just warming up those tires. If you even can. As we see the pit stops track come up on the stream one more time. It's going to be inters all the way to the end here. I don't care what the game tells you. We're going to have a look here. It is inters all the way, as you can see. Everybody on the inters. So Waza's probably not going to get a pretty good start here. He's going to be, I think his tires will be at 65 degrees, so everyone behind him will either jump him or just get completely destroyed by him. And by that I mean into the wall. So we may see a real-life reenactment of Silverstone here today. Position change. What do we got? That is a decent view right there. Alright, the rest of the cars lining up on the grid now. We're about to get the sprint race underway here for DTR Division 4 Silverstone, as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights, and away we go. Looking like a decent start from Bogarovsky in second place here, tucking right in behind Relliot through turn 1. What do we got? What do we got? A little wide there for Gunnar. Gunnar down 2, Nellboy down 2. We got Rancy up 4 positions off the start. Incredible start for Rancy here. Through onto the first main straight here. Not too much going on crash-wise. It looks like Waza, with those cold tires, was actually able to jump 4 positions. So incredible work from him. Bossmots as well up 4 positions, up to 13th. Cassell losing out pretty hard there, down 5. But this main battle going on here between Bogorowski and Relliot, we saw it in qualifying. I feel like we're going to see it a little bit more here in the sprint race. Rancy actually looking pretty quick, coming up on the back of Bogorowski through Maggots and Beckett's here. And no lap 1 carnage so far. I don't want to curse it, but it's looking pretty clean here. Take that off your screen, give you a little more viewing room. Gaps on the screen. Nothing over a second yet, other than behind, which I think there was a little bit of contact, but no one ended up with any damage. Never mind, somebody ended up with damage. Oh, they both did. So Cassell and Hans actually both ended up with damage. They're going to hop into the pits, hoping for maybe a safety car to bring them back in. Jordan comes in with the nice... Oh no, sorry. Jordan comes in with the dry main race. So yeah, we do have that information. There's going to be a dry main race. And we have Nico saying, let's go Rancy again. So Rancy was right on the back of Bog through the middle sector of the first lap, falling behind a bit now. Looks like he sets the purple first. Is Matty coming in now with a little support for Rancy? I did hear about Rancy having some pretty heavy support in Division 1 yesterday, and the supporters are back. So welcome to the stream, Rancy supporters. It's good to have you guys here. Through Maggots and Beckett's once again. Lap 2 out of 9 here in the sprint race. It's 1 second from Bogorowski to Relliot. No DRS in the rain, so the 1 second gap will not hurt you too much, other than the fact that you won't get the slipstream. Rancy now falling out all the way down to 1.4 seconds here. Had a little mistake in the final sector there. But Bogorowski closing it back up. 7/10 is the gap now to first place. Relliot coming across on the 139.7 for the fastest lap of the day. That is pretty close to the quality time, I think. So the track drying up a bit, it seems. What do we got for gaps on the screen? Not a whole lot going on. Everyone's kind of chilling in their lane. Rancy losing out, though, as Tom Putty, the machine, the swamp creature, is on his rear end. Hopping up on his gearbox pretty quick. He might be looking to go for a move in the next lap or so if he keeps up this pace. Winner picking up a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately, lap 3. So that's going to hurt him. I think Waza number 7, same deal for him. Waza had a great start there. Really unfortunate that he picks up a time penalty. But Rancy, I think he's just kind of finding his way now. Looks to be doing all right. Not burning a whole lot of ERS. Tom Putty is actually all the way down to 40% right now. Oh, Waza's around, I believe. Yep. So Waza losing the car, or maybe making some contact. We weren't able to catch it. But it knocks him down to P15. Unlucky there for Waza. Had a great start. Did pick up the time penalty, though, so it was going to be a difficult one for him in the end. 139.5. Bogorowski, look at that gap, closing down to 5/10 now. Bog not letting Relliot run away. The dog, Arofsky, barking his way into P1 here. He is mad dogging it. Looking at the gaps on the screen, looking like 4/10 from Gunnar on the back of Swamp Creature. Oh, and the Swamp Creature has a little bit of a snap there, I think. But look at this, a three-way battle now between Rancy, Tom Putty, and Gooner. Alright, we're back. The nasal passages had to be cleared again. The floodgates were open. Gooner 3/10 on the back of Putty here. Putty losing out a lot through Maggots and Beckett's there. 1.5 now. Gooner going for the overtake, going down the inside. Is he going to get it done? They are going too wide here. Oh, and Tom's able to squeak it out, taking the outside line. Nellboy coming up on the rear now of Gooner. Was going to be a difficult move there for Gooner, but Tom Putty just swinging the car around the outside, able to hold his position in fourth. See Nellboy though, what's Nellboy thinking about? 65% ERS, guys looking good on the battery percentage. Eight people watching right now. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. We're just in the sprint race, lap 5 out of 9 here, Division 4 Silverstone. This is round 8 of the championship, so we would have 3 rounds to go after this one. I'm going to get the championship leaders up on the screen after the sprint as we have somebody around. Is it going to be Bossmont spinning the car here? Unfortunately, it is. So Bossmont's around. We weren't able to catch what happened. Could have been a collision. Could have been just dropping it on his own. But nonetheless, he is down to P15. Oh my gosh, what is that? That's going to be Quinna. We saw Quinna just flying across the screen, pulling a Daniel Ricciardo at Monaco. The battery is stuck on. You might want to turn that off, pal. But Quinna losing the front wing there. What happened? We just saw, we were looking at somebody else and we just saw his car fly across the screen in the background. Loses his front wing. I mean, I don't know what happened there. Fortunate for him, he did not lose a tire smashing into that wall, but he will need to replace that front wing. DTR, Nellboy, and Gooner right on the back of each other here and on the back of Tom Putty. So this three-way battle still going on. Checking up front, Bogorowski 6/10 behind Relliot, so that hasn't changed too much. He's been pushing it, and then Relliot has been pushing it back. Everyone else is pretty close to, or if not at, a second in between them. So these are the closest battles on the track, Bogorowski and Relliot, and then we have Nellboy, Gooner, and Tom Putty. So Nellboy actually using a lot of his ERS there to keep up with these guys. Was doing really well on ERS. For Maggots and Beckett's, getting a good look at what's going on ahead. We know that Gooner has some decent ERS saved up. 41%. Might try and go for a move in the next lap or two. We are on lap 6 out of 9 here. Coming up to the final chicane are the leaders, so we will be starting lap 7. Oh, somebody is around again. It might be Bossmots again. I think it was actually Cassell that was around over there. Yes, it was. So what do we got here? Bogorowski still not able to close that gap up too much. Still a couple laps to go, so got some time to do it. Rancy really falling back from the top 2.5 seconds. Oh, Bogorowski might have made a mistake. Falling back a little bit more. What do we got here? Somebody spinning out in the final corner, looking like a Alpine. You can do it, Rancy. We got even more support in the chat for Rancy. Welcome to the stream, guys. Appreciate you jumping in. So here's what we got. We did see Gunnar go for a move on the swamp creature of Tom Putty. The guy is an absolute animal in the wet and was able to just swing the car around the outside and hold on to his position. The guy's throwing it around right now like a feather. But the straight line speed of Gunnar, he's going to be looking to make a move soon. Let's just hope that he can stay within 4 tenths, 4 tenths, 3 tenths, and you'll be able to make the move pretty easily on the straight as a 139.2 there from Reliot. Reliot shutting down Bogorowski now, showing him who's the boss of the wet. Through turn 1, looks like a little bit of a mistake, but a little wide there for Gunnar as well. Still behind is DTR Nellboy. 9 tenths of a second. Oh, we had something else go on there. It's a Red Bull. I think it's the Red Bull Quinna. Fortunately, spinning there. We are on the penultimate lap of this sprint race. Couple drivers coming up to the lapped cars now. Ooh, a little wide there for the swamp creature. Gunnar looking to capitalize on that mistake, saving up a lot of ERS. He's about 10% more than Tom Putty here. Probably nothing doing going into Maggots and Beckett's, but we'll see on the back straight here, on the hanger, I think it is. Still no clue. As we're looking back up front now, Bogorowski's still not able to close that gap at 1.1 seconds. Just doesn't get the run that he needs out of Maggots and Beckett's. Not really hopping on the slipstream vibe either. Really gonna need to try something different on this final lap as Reliot and Bog are coming through the final corner here, crossing the line. We actually see Bogorowski closing that gap pretty hard. I think Reliot may have made a mistake. So that's giving Bog another opportunity here on the final lap of this sprint to maybe make a move. 7 tenths is the gap. He's got to close it up pretty tightly by the third sector and then just drain all that battery if he wants to get something done. Bogorowski, a smart driver though, he will not do something if he thinks it will cost him good points. And good points is what you need to win championships, getting those cars in the top 5 each and every race. So we'll see if he uses his head or if he wants to go aggressive. 9 tenths is the gap. Still, we have the closest battle on track right now between Gunnar. Oh, Gunnar, what are you? Gunnar is ready right now. He's going to try and make a move on the swamp creature. Waz is out of the session. But here's where it all goes wrong for Gunnar. Over the past few laps, he loses a lot of time through Maggots and Beckett's, and we see it again. Losing just too much time. Not enough downforce. That's really not going to do Tom Putty any favors in the feature race, though. As coming around the final corner is Reliot crossing the line in P1. Bogorowski coming across in P2 and Rancy in P3. So that is the sprint race top 3 there. Tom Putty in 4th. We're going to see how that downforce treats him for the main race. I don't know if it'll do him any favors, but we will find out. Gunnar in P5. DTR Nellboy fighting his way hard that whole race. Just wasn't able to capitalize on any positions, but P6 it is for Nelly. Jordan JJT in 7 in the finals points position of the sprint is going to be P8, and that is Brandon 999. The Aston Martin P9 is Hackett. Jay Hayward in 10th. Jens Hoffer in 11th. The Scalos in 12th. 13th will be Boss Mods coming up to finish his sprint race. Now Cassell in 14th, 15th place will be Quinna, and Hans Bula already crossed the line, as I believe he was lapped. So he will be P16, and Waza, we saw DNF there on the second or third last lap. So that will be him rounding out the grid in 17th position. I think Quinna is the last one across the line here, actually. So we're just waiting on Quinna, and then we will get into the feature race. The feature race, we have been told, is a dry one. So we're going to see if that reigns true here in just a minute. Oh, hitting a quick 360. Well, I guess more of a 180 there. Quick 180 across the line as Quinna doing it in style. The guy is known to be a stylish fellow. So he's showing us his colors here today. Nothing wrong with it. And there it is. So Relia taking home 8 points there for Ferrari. Let's run through it again. So we got Reliot in 1, 2 is Bog, Rancy in 3, Tom Putty 4, Gunnar in 5th, Nelly in 6th, Jordan JJT in 7th, Brandon in 8th, 9th is Hackett, 10th is Jay Hayward, Jens Hoffer in 11, Escalos in 12, Bossmots in 13th, Cassell in P14, 15th is going to be Quinna, Hans Bula in 16th, and Waza rounding out the grid in P17. So that is the sprint race result. That is sprint race result, right? Yeah. Sprint race weekends get a little confusing with all the screens you got to switch to after the race. And look at that, it is dry. It's looking like a desert out there. It was looking like the Atlantic Ocean for the sprint race and qualifying. But now we are in the Sahara. It does look like a nice day, honestly. Little overcast out there. Could go out for a nice little picnic. Bring the family, sit down in the park under a nice tree. You got the shade from the clouds anyway, so you don't even have to sit under a tree. It's going to be cool, not too warm, not too cold. Bring a couple grapes. Maybe you got a cheese palette with some mixed meats. You don't know what's in the meat, but it's all good. It tastes good. It's fine. You're just enjoying yourself. Maybe you bring a little wine, you know what I mean? Drink it in public. Nothing wrong with it. Put it in a brown paper bag and you're off to the races. Speaking of races, we got 2 seconds here before we start ours. So here we go. Let's get this thing set up as the drivers start the sprint race. The sprint race. They start the formation lap. What am I on about? Oh no! Rancy taking the hard tire. Same thing with Bossmots. As we know, that strategy is pretty risky around here. It is usually the call you want to make. On most tracks in this game, it is a hard to medium strategy, as the mediums don't tend to fall off as much. You don't have to go too long on the hards. 14, 15 laps, hop on the mediums, and you fly into the end of the race. But with this track, it is a little bit different. The tires tend to wear fairly easy. You don't feel it as much, though. I would say, though, with the mediums, they fall off very quickly, and they do hit a wall around 60%. So, if you get it right, you get it right. If you got to pit early from the hards to the mediums, it's going to be a real tough strategy. Predicted pit stop strat, powered by AWS, your 17-day shipping Amazon company there. But we know what the strategies are. Will they be shaken up? They definitely could be, with a couple safety cars, a couple crashes. You never know what's going to happen, but it's looking like a lot of the drivers are going medium to hard. A couple guys going hard to medium. But we will see how they fare towards the end of the race. If there is a late safety car, it might help out the hard runners. Brandon 999 back in the session now. Don't know what happened there. Alright. Did I have that up the whole time? I just had this spectator menu up the whole time, didn't I? Like an idiot. Okay, here we go. Pulling up to the line. Oh my gosh, I thought he completely missed his pit box there. Okay, what do we got? We got position changes on the screen. Let's knock that off. And we're looking at a pretty good view of the start line. Jordan JJT gets disqualified. Same thing with Cassell. We're just waiting on Quinn, I believe, in the Red Bull. Guy loves to take his time coming around the track, probably waving to the fans. Maybe he's texting on his cell phone. But he is parking the car up right now, and he gets disqualified. So, drinking and driving there for Quinn, not looking too good. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go for the feature race. Bogarovsky getting a real good start there. Let's see if he can swing it up the inside. Yes, he can. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bogarovsky, can he pass it? Of course he can. And now he is into first place off of the start. Let's see if he can hold it down up there. Rancy fighting for P4 here. Oh, and he's just losing out. Just not enough grip on those hard tires to Gooner. Gooner moving up into P3 here. Tom Putty, the Swamp Creature, running a lot of rear wing here today. And Nellboy is going to be looking to pounce quickly. Coming into the old start-finish straight are the drivers now. A little bit of contact looking like in the back of the grid. Tom Putty blowing his ERS here. Looking to make a move. Oh, and Rancy just lets him go. So Rancy backing out, didn't want to pull a Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen through there, see his car end up in the wall. But very close on the back of Rancy is Nellboy. We did have a little bit of an issue at the back of the grid. Hackett's down 6 positions, Quinna down 1, and we have Jens Hoffer down 6. Cassell making a great start out there in P10, up 4 positions for himself. And look at that, the Swamp Creature's downforce does not serve him well as he gets passed on the straight by Rancy. Nellboy looking like he's wanting to do the same thing. Thinks better of it though into the final chicane. Does not send the move. Finishing up lap 1 here. Tom Putty already picking up the 3-second time penalties to the Swamp Creature. Not looking too good, like a fish out of water here. Oh, and Nellboy picking up a 3-second as well. Oh, Nellboy bottoming out the car there. We are talking very fast, high speed here. High speed race, high speed voice. But that's going to be 2 time penalties, 1 for Putty and 1 for Nellboy. So P5 and 6, Nellboy's still looking to get the move done though. Let's see if he can get her done here. We do know that Putty has a lot of downforce and he's just going to keep braking late as possible, swinging the car around the outside, able to hold the position here. But coming back is Nellboy. Let's see. Real close. The thing is, though, Nell can get very close. Oh, he's not going to go too wide. No, he's not. Oh, and he gets it done just before Magnuson Beckett's. What a great move there from Nellboy. Really showing it off. Number 72 there in the McLaren. So real nice overtake for Nellboy, moving himself up into P5. Unfortunately, has the 3-second time penalty. A little bit weird there. We're going to actually check the race director. I'd like to see if maybe a triple warning was given to Nellboy here. Okay, well, yeah. Looks like he got 2 on the first lap. I don't know. Maybe he was forced off the track. We didn't see much of that. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, technical difficulties here. What is going on? What is happening? We are stuck on the race director's screen right now. Okay. Hello? Oh, this was a horrible decision. Why did we do this? So we're stuck on the race director screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies for the technical difficulties. Looks like another point for EA today. Loving the bugs in the game. EA's bugs are like Easter eggs. You find a new one every week, and it surprises you more and more of how horrible this game is. We're probably going to have to end the stream and then restart. That's unfortunate. Is there any way, like, can you not... Oh, wait, hold on, stream. Hold on, stream. Hold on now. Hold on, stream. I've got a way. I think we can get this done here. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah. We're going to request to join a different session. We're going to join that session. If ERTG Chalker's here, then esports driver here for ERT. Let's see if he's a nice guy or not. ERT drivers, are you nice guys? It doesn't seem like they are. The guy just doesn't want to send me an invite to the session. That's unfortunate. Oh. Why? What is happening here? Okay, we're gonna. What are we gonna do? No, I don't want to do that. Press the PS button once. Yeah, but I already pressed it once. The stream is trying to help me out here. We're trying to solve these issues. We're missing the race. It honestly might be better if we just completely stop the stream and restart it up again. Because I'm gonna have to close it out, the game. Unfortunately. Okay. What in the heck is wrong? This game, man. Okay, hold on. We're going to try it one more time. We're going to see if we can find somebody on F1 and join their session. Okay, everyone looks like they are in this session. Oh, hold on now. Hold on. Come on. Come on, the guy. Oh, help us out. No one is being helpful today. How unfortunate is this? EA Sports Codemasters ruining a league race for the league racers. A lot of them love to watch these back, see what they did wrong, see what they did right, and Codemasters and EA just taking away that opportunity for them. Yeah, looks like that's it, guys. I'm gonna have to restart the stream. We'll do it in like 3 seconds. Mikey, is that Lil Mikey in the chat? Yo, Lil Mikey, if that's you, you can definitely help. You're not in this race, right? I don't think so. No. Oh, dude. Are you on the PlayStation? Like, can you send me an invite to F1? To, like, a different session? I'd rather not restart the stream. Because the problem is we're stuck on the race director stream. This happened to my co-commentator, DYMX50, 2 races ago. And he had to restart his stream. But I'm thinking if we can just leave the session and join back. I've just turned it on. Alright, hey, little Mikey. Ladies and gentlemen, Lil Mikey coming in clutch here today. He's going to help us out to get this stream back on track. I don't even know what lap we're on here. We're on some sort of lap. Actually, we can check and see what lap we're on because we're smart individuals. Check this out. We're on lap 6. We're almost finished lap 6. Bogorowski's still in the lead. Oh my gosh. Is Nellboy in second place? I think Nellboy's in second. He is. Oh my gosh, what happened to the Ferraris? Okay, so we're commentating the race from the friggin' race director screen here. Reliot is down to 11th place, I think. I'm really not 100% sure what's going on right now. But I think Nellboy is up to second. Rancy up to third. Jordan is in fourth. What is happening right now? So we missed a fair bit of action here. Thanks a lot, Codemaster. Oh, little Mikey coming in clutch. Here we go. Alright, guys. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Unable to join. I'm not in the crossplay lobby. That's okay. Mikey, thank you. You got me out of there. Now we got to get back in. Oh, Mikey. Thank you so much. You came in clutch. Very, very helpful there today, man. That was super kind of you. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're back. Look at that, guys. We didn't even have to stop the stream. Lap 7 out of 26. We got a lot of race to go. No worries, buddy. Thanks, Mikey. I appreciate you again, man. Awesome. Alright, guys, here we go. We're back. We're back. We've learned our lesson. Never check the race director screen ever. And we were correct about the race, so Reliot down into P10. Reliot may have had an issue there. Let's see if we got everything up on the screen. We got, I couldn't race, but glad to help. Hey, thanks, Mikey. Alright. So, get this off the screen. Get this off the screen. Looking at the position change, Reliot down 10. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe he had a spin. Gooner actually not looking too good either. Gooner's down to P9, down 4 positions. Cassell is up 6, and Waza up 7, so good work from them. The Swamp Creature here, down 3 positions, hanging out in 7th position. Cassell right on his gearbox. And Rancy just working his way here. Rancy doing really well, actually. So here's what it is. Here's what it is. The Paddock chat, ladies and gentlemen, is Rancy has become a legend of the motorsporting world. Alright? And the ones who are going to put a stop to that are the one and only Barry Bogorowski and DTR Nellboy. And both of those McLaren drivers are holding down the 1-2 spots right now, trying to deny Rancy a victory. As we have the Rancy supporters in the chat, super happy to see the Rancy supporters shouting them out in the stream. Keep it going, guys. Love the support. Rancy loving the support as well. The driver from Finland. A great country it is. Rancy was telling me about his experiences in Finland. Talking about, you know, taking a couple of the boys, hitting the sauna on a Saturday night. A couple drinks in the sauna. Maddie coming in with the go Rancy, you can win this. We're going to see. He's in a good position. It's hammer time for Rancy. It is hammer time, that's for sure. Rancy looking to make an overtake here. Let's pop this off your screen so we get a little more view. Rancy super quick through Maggots and Beckett's. In the 6th gear, catching a little bit of grass, but he's got the DRS, so that's going to help him to get back in. And as we can see, just ahead of Bogorowski up there is the rear light of Nellboy flashing. So Nellboy under 10% of ERS. And if Scalos picking up a 3-second time penalty, you know what Bogorowski's doing here? Bogorowski holding back Rancy. Oh no! Bogorowski defending with his life, Checo Perez style here, trying to give Nellboy the opportunity to gain a few seconds and extend that gap, as he does have a time penalty. Bog really playing the team game today. But a team driver he is, it might not work out for him here though. Oh, late defensive move as they're going to come together. A little bit of wheel banging, locking it up. Bogorowski just not giving up the position though. Around to the outside, Rancy's trying to go, but Bog holding the inside line is able to keep the position. Look at the defense. This is going to lose them both a lot of time, but Bogorowski does not care. Oh, it's a Lewis Hamilton move for Rancy, going off the track to get the move done in true Lewis Hamilton style. Off the track to get the move finished. What are we even looking at right now? I've clicked so many buttons right now. Wait, what? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, my apologies. I shut off the timing screen. Sorry about that. But no, Rancy getting the move done. So he's up into P2 now. Lap 10 out of, I would say 12 or 13 that these mediums can do before they completely fall off. That was a nice battle we saw between Bog and Rancy there. Bog really holding it down, giving him a run for his money. Did all he could, but the harder compound really coming into its own now. And it will start working very well for Rancy for the next 5 or 6 laps. I will say, though, I don't know when Nellboy is looking to make a pit stop. It may be fairly soon, as he is on the mediums. Same thing with Bogorowski, though. I believe they're both on the medium tire to start the race. Let's have a look here. Yes, they are. So one might actually pit on this lap, and the next guy might pit on the next lap. I would assume that they're having a little conversation back and forth strategy-wise. I know Rancy still is in this McLaren sandwich. Quick, quick re-up of the O2 there. Who was that picked up a time penalty? O2, what am I talking about? Is that the compound for oxygen? Dioxygen. Wait, what's water? Water compound name. H2O. Little re-up of the H2O. I didn't do too good in science class, you know what I mean? Oh, the guys are looking for Bert Mylander. We're talking about the periodic table right now in the stream as we watch Rancy try and claw back here at DTR Nellboy. And my lack of knowledge of the periodic table. Oh, Nellboy not looking too good. 16. A lot of these guys down hard on ERS. What do we got for gaps on the screen? We got a little bit of a spin there. I believe it was from Quinna. Oh, look at this battle. Look at this battle. This is close. Jordan JJT, the Scotsman, looking to go for a move. He is looking to invade Hackett's gaff gaff is slang for house in Scotland. A little bit of a insider information for you guys. Let's see if he can do something here. Wasn't able to get it done on the back straight. As actually, lap 12 there. I know it says 13, but lap 12, Nellboy pits. Brandon pits. The Swamp Creature Tom Putty pits. And Escalos pits. So they're all hopping onto the hard tire, I believe. Yes, it is. Stops. Where's stops? Here we go. See all the stops on the screen there. We got Quinawaza, Escalos, Tom Putty, the Swamp Creature himself, Cassell, Brandon, 999, JJT, Jordan, and Jay Hayward, and Nellboy. So they're all in. I believe Bogorowski will be coming in at the end of this lap. Then let's hop back up to the front. Actually, no. Well, let's stay right here. Actually, we got position changes going on right here. Look at this little side-by-side action. Oh, a little wheel bang in there for Cassell and Brandon. They're going to swing it side-by-side. Cassell with no regard to space for Brandon through there. Showing the tires. We want to see the tires on the screen. There are your tire compounds right now. Bogorowski is into the pit lane. So, Bog 13 laps down on the mediums, and he will hop onto the hards to go to the end of this race. Gunnar staying out for an extra lap as Relliot came in on 13, so Gunnar going a little longer. So a little bit different for the McLarens. The McLarens decided to pit one of their cars a lap earlier, and the Ferraris decided to pit one of their cars a lap later. So we're going to see how that works out for both teams. Both of the McLarens are now out. So provisionally looking like 2-3 for the McLarens here. Or a 1-3. Depending on how much of a gap Rancy's able to pull on the hards. Because the hards should be working fairly well for him right now. Oh, Jordan JJT going for a move here on Hackett. As he gets it done. Unfortunately, we missed that there. My apologies. Get the tires off your screen. A little more room for you guys to see. As we see Jay Hayward. Jay Hayward, I think he's on warmer tires than Bogorowski. I think this is Bog's out lap, so we're going to see Bog struggling to warm up the tires. Just not getting the grip he needs through Maggots and Beckett's. Jay Hayward might go for the overtake here. We have Bosmots and Gunnar into the pits now. Let's see if he can get this one done or if Bogorowski can hold it around the inside here. Whoa! Bogorowski really pushing. Wants to hold his position. But no, might not be worth fighting for just yet there, Bog. Bog preaches patience. The man will make up 2 positions here. Up to 4th. Now Jay Hayward, let's check out his life here. So Jay Hayward is on 3 lap old mediums already, or hards already. So he hit the box pretty early. And that is going to give Bogorowski an opportunity near the end of the race. If I'm Bogorowski, I'm hanging out. Just cap the DRS, recharge that battery, go for an attack when your opponent's tires fall off. And I think that he's smart enough to realize that, and that's probably what he's doing right now. We're going to chop down the screen. Something's going on down here. Oh, people in the pits. People in the pits. Alright, nothing crazy. No overtakes. Let's get that off your screen. Rancy into the box. So, let's see. 28 seconds is the gap. Rancy boxing from the mediums, or from the hards to the mediums, sorry. It's a little early for Rancy to hit the box. Ooh, let's see where he comes out here. As you can see the gap, bottom right-hand corner, we have DTR Nailboy coming up to the final chicane now. Rancy slapping the mediums on. A quick stop from him. Oh my gosh. I don't think he'll come out ahead, but he'll come out very, very close. Oh, he's got to send it. Let's have a look here. There goes Nailboy. And there goes Rancy. Dang. So 1.8 seconds, but do keep in mind the tires are cold. He has to warm these tires up. It's going to take about 3/4 of a lap to do so. 35% ERS. You see him weaving, just wants to get the heat in it as fast as possible. Doing better on ERS than Nellboy, actually. First 6-7 laps on these mediums is going to be way quicker than DTR Nellboy. So if he can get up into that DRS range, it's going to set him up very, very well. And as we do know, Nellboy has a 3-second time penalty, but you always want to be wary. As we're talking about 3 seconds, Jay Hayward picks one up. You always want to be wary of 3-second time penalties, so they can get removed. I know 3 seconds are very difficult to get removed, but if you were forced off track, you know, there's a lot of factors that can come into it. But Rancy just needs to rely on the grip of those mediums. The grip is just going to outweigh the hards by a lot right now. As you can see, 3/4 of a lap down, and he's already starting to gain 1/10 of a second on Nellboy. Just checking in with Bogorowski here. That gap is 7/10, so as we were talking about earlier, I think he's just hanging on to the DRS, recharging his battery, waiting for his opportunity to strike. Relliot coming across with a 131.3 on the hards, so a nice lap there from Relliot. Whoa, what? Nellboy has 8 seconds. Whoa! Okay, so Nellboy has 8 seconds of time penalty. That's a 5 plus a 3, so the 5 seconds definitely for speed in the pit lane, and then the 3-second was a corner cutting like we saw. So actually, I mean, Rancy, you got a penalty behind you, you got a penalty ahead of you. The only one that can challenge you is Bogorowski, and he's on the opposite strat. You've got a massive gap to him. It's about 6 seconds at this point. Speeding in the pit lane was the penalty. We just got a little bit of information there from race control. We did have a speeding in the pit lane penalty for Nellboy. So Nellboy at 8 seconds left, 17 out of 26 here. Rancy looking like he is on the way to a W. Just got to keep it clean. The grip will continue to help him out to gain this time. And yeah, we'll just ride on board for a little bit as I look to see what's going on in the rest of the field. Actually, we got a real close battle here. Brandon 999 on the back of Cassell. Also, I do apologize if I'm jumping into the onboard camera a lot more, but I feel like it gives you a better view of what's going on car to car. It's good. You can see the lines that the drivers are taking through the corners, see their braking zones. You know, maybe bring a little bit of information away from these races for yourself and implement it into your own racing. But closest battle on track right now is Cassell and Brandon 999. Relliot actually bringing it up the rear. Relliot is flying right now. 6/10 back, but still closing that gap up pretty quickly. For almost 5/10 is Scalos on the back of Waza. So we'll keep an eye on that gap as well. 3/10 is Rancy to DTR Nellboy. So Rancy closing in here. Closing in a lot, actually. We see them coming around the final corner, crossing the start-finish right now. As this battle is going to start heating up between Cassell. Oh, we've had a spin. It's going to be Jay Hayward. So Jay Hayward's around the final corner here. Let's see if everybody can avoid him all right. Oh, no! It's a safety car. Yo. All right, dude. Okay. 19 out of 26. If I'm on the hards, I'm putting the mediums on. But I don't know if you can because we've had the... Oh, Nellboy's still in first. Well, so Nellboy held on to that first place. So, question is, we got Nellboy on the hards. What can you go on to? You've already used the mediums. I mean, if I'm Rancy, I don't know. I honestly, for a sprint race situation, because you use the mediums in the sprint, so you can't use another set in the main race. Yeah, but softs, bro, softs. Really? You really gonna go softs? I mean, hack it. I wish you could see tire percentages in this game, because by the time this safety car comes in, which will probably be like lap 21, okay, maybe 22 actually. Even if it is 22, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but like 5 laps, those tires are going to be at like 60%. It's like 16% a lap. Yeah, so it'll be almost 70% if it is 16. Anyways, Nellboy gets his time penalty knocked off, hops onto the softs. Everybody else just thinks better of it. I mean, you know, not the guys that are pretty far back. Depends who's driving. You know, that is true. My apologies, excuse me there. But, no, that's true. I mean, it's like very setup dependent as well. If you're running, like, I think lower downforce, you get a lot more wheel spin. Tires are working a lot harder because you don't have that mechanical, or sorry, you don't have that aerodynamic grip. But you got high downforce, then you know, your car's stopping a lot easier. Tires don't have to work as hard. But then again, I mean, high downforce, you're just firing the car through the corners like an absolute maniac. This is what we got, though. We got the top 6 staying out. Rancy on the mediums, so he's going to be the quickest out of that top 5 group. Nellboy down, other than Boss Moss, who stayed out on the medium tires, or on the softs. So Nellboy down to Escalos in 12th on the softs, except for Mott's. And then we have a break for Hans Bula. And we have Hackett and Waza on the softs, and Quinna is pitting now. And I believe he's exiting on the mediums. So, that is it. First safety car of the day. Little voice crack added in there. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, and right as the race has 6 laps in it, the guy I was texting to see if he wanted to co-commentate shoots me a message back. Playing FIFA all day, so... agua intake achieved. A little bit of water for the soul. So Tom Putty, the swamp creature. We saw him doing very well in the rain. That's why we did give him the swamp creature nickname. Guy was a machine in the wet. Driving a boat. There's nothing stopping him in the wet, but he had a pretty high rear wing, and I'm honestly pretty surprised that he's still in 6th place with that rear wing. Hold on, we just had a comment. What do we got here? More onboards. Indeed, much more interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think so. The helicopter view can be cool, but it doesn't really capture the action as much. I mean, I get it, like, you see this, and you got a car on your left, and you're like, well, I can't see what he's doing. And that makes sense. Like let's say there's an overtake through here, and I switch to this camera. Right? That's going to be a lot better. But if it's just like, I'm just riding on board with somebody, I'm definitely doing the onboard camera. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's pretty decent either way, but I think the onboard just gives you more immersion. Anyways, we're waiting on a couple drivers to catch up here. Lap 21? Oh, the softs might make it. You want to be real careful, though. Because the softs will, like we said, fall off a cliff. And they do not have a parachute. They will just hit the ground. Straight, top to bottom. Dead. No tires. So, I say, you know, just drive straight, man. Don't be weaving them right now. We're going to go one more lap. Lap 22, so it'll be, like 4 laps to go. I had to count that out of my fingers. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it's getting for your commentator here today. He just had to count out the remaining laps on his fingers. That's okay, though. Quick maths. Oh, look at that. Quinna hopping into the pits again. This is going some wacky strategies. I think he's going to throw the softs on. Watch this. 100%. There he goes. So he went out onto the mediums for like 2 laps. It's kind of smart. Saves up the softs as much as he can. My question is did any of these guys... I don't think any of these guys would have taken the softer compound strategy, right? So everyone's working with, unless you didn't get a 3rd lap in quali, everyone's working with used softs, who's on the softs. It's like, I don't know, like 10% or something probably were on them, maybe a little less. So here it is, welcome to the new viewers. Oh, what is happening here? Look at the kindness. Look at this this is Division 4 at its finest. Cassell spun the car there, and look at that. Reliant waited for him. That is that right there deserves a commendation. Reliant waited for Cassell to come back onto the track. Hey. Any other division, and you would have seen about 4 cars go flat to the floor and rip that position off of him. You go off the track in another division and you're done for under a safety car. That's a free position right there. It's a spin's a spin, dude. You know what I mean? Alright, here we go. Rancy in the lead. Safety car is coming in. Rancy going real early, I think. Oh, he is. Look at that. Rancy getting a jump on Bogorowski. 1.2 seconds. .5 seconds. Oh, what a jump. Rancy catching the rest of the field by surprise on that one. Oh, we've had a spin. I think it's Hans Bula. So Hans Bula is around. Hans reserving is a Division 5 driver, reserving in Division 4 here today. Hans putting a lot of work in. I believe he is leading the Division 5 championship. Look at that gap. Oh, somebody else is around. It's going to be Boss Moss. We're going to jump down with him, see what happened there. So the BWT Alpine. Oh, Nellboy making an overtake on the Swamp Creature. Same thing with Jordan JJT. Those hard tires just not holding on to the softs right now. A lot of action to cover on the screen. We're gonna hop here because it's way better. Get this off your screen. Give you a little more room to view. Nellboy on the soft tires. Reliant on the hard tires. Nellboy really throwing the car around here. Ripping it up. Everyone blowing the ERS out. Hans is around again. Oh, look at that. Reliant going for a little bit of a move. Just a look. Nothing doing. 3.4 seconds right now is the gap from Rancy back to Bogorowski. My gosh. A lot of penalties handed out on the grid today. Now boy with the 3-second here. So, honestly, I mean, really, looking at a P4, it's looking at a decent point score. Ooh, a lot of grip there for Nellboy compared to Reliot. Soft tires really showing their strength here. He's going for the move. Reliot, I don't think will fight it too hard. The Ferrari team having a bit of an issue in the middle of the race where both cars fell down. I think Reliot was up at the top of the field, fell down to P11, and Gunnar as well was down to 8th or something. So this is really, really good for them to be back up into 6 and 3. So I think it will be a podium for Gunnar no matter what, as long as he just keeps it going here, because both of these cars, Cassell and Nellboy, have penalties. As we are seeing the fighting happen in front here. Let's jump up there, see what's going on. But Gunnar and Reliot, you know, don't fight it too hard. If these guys want to go for an overtake, as Nellboy does on Cassell through turn 1 here. Let's see what happens. Too wide, and the overtake is done by Nellboy. Whoa, 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 whoa! What happened? What? Oh no. Reliot, I think, may have missed his braking point. Oh, Reliot was on for a real good finish there. Oh, we got some action in the middle. Action in the midfield here. Look at this. So we got 2 gaps right now. Rancy is 6 seconds ahead of second place. And then we have a little fight between 2, 3, 4. And then another fight between 5, 6. Oh my gosh. Another fight between 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, and there goes Cassell. Cassell is around, so he drops out of the fight. These guys are going to have to blast their ERS to close that gap up. Oh, at the front of the pack is Jordan JJT is actually flashing. Really, really good position that Brandon and Jay Hayward are in here. Jay Hayward with the penalties, though. The Swamp Creature hanging on from behind, 2.2 back. We are on the final lap of this race. Going real wide, there's Jay Hayward. Going to look up at the front here as well. Bogarovsky, 5/10 back is Gunnar from him. 2/10 is Nellboy. Cassell picking up a 5-second time penalty. Let's hope he doesn't retire in the pit lane. That is very unfortunate. Cassell retiring in the pit lane. Real upset with the outcome there. So unfortunate. That will result in some issues for the next race, but we will move on with the task at hand. And the task at hand is Brandon going for this overtake and stealing a P5 away from Jordan JJT. I am keeping an eye on Rancy. I do see where he is on track. We're going to jump on him as he comes across the line to win the Silverstone Grand Prix by 7.5 seconds. My gosh. Nellboy up into P3 here, so it would have been a great finish if Nellboy didn't have the time penalties that he did. But look at this field here. This is a great, great fight. Hans picking up a 3-second. Not much doing so far here for Brandon. He might just leave it as is, but Rancy is coming across the line to win the Silverstone Grand Prix. Congratulations to Rancy on a great drive here today. What do we got? What do we got? Jordan and Brandon were having a little fight there. I think they were side by side for a second into the final corner, but Nellboy comes across in P3, gets knocked down to P6, but Bogarovsky's getting a podium. Good drive, solid drive. Used his head today and was able to secure some real good points for the team. And rounding out the podium is Gunnar 18. So Gunnar, a little bit of trouble in the middle of the race, but able to bring it back and score a podium. So great work to these three. Rancy on the win. Great drive from him today. A little shaky in the wet. Sprint and quali weren't great for him, but he was able to pull it back nicely in the race to secure a W here today. Bogorowski as well in 2, and Gunnar in 3. So great work from those three. We'll read out the rest of the grid once the race is finished here. We got Nico in the chat showing his support for Rancy. Rancy taking the W. I'm sure all the Rancy fans will be happy with that performance. Bossmot's copping the driver of the day. It's going to be a difficult one. Difficult driver of the week nomination, to be honest. I think it's changed, though, so we'll see a bunch of different submissions. As Maddie coming in with the nice win for Rancy. Indeed it was. So let's over to the race results. We got Rancy in P1. Congratulations to him. Bogorowski in P2. Great race. Just consistent. Good head on his shoulders. Was able to bring it home. Good points for the team. Gunnar in P3. Great comeback drive for him as well. And Jordan JJT in P4, Brandon 999 in P5. DTR Nellboy unfortunately had that 3-second time penalty, but still was able to score 8 points for McLaren, so a good day for the McLaren team. Jay Hayward in P7, Escalos in 8. 9th is Hackett, and rounding out the points position in 10th is Tom Putty, the Swamp Creature. So, good drive from all those guys to score the points today. Boss Mots will be coming home in 11th. Waza in 12th. Reliot in 13th. Unfortunate from Reliot. Reliot was on for a really good finish today. Bringing it back would have been an amazing comeback drive, but unfortunately just missed his breaking point or something on the final lap. Quina will be in 14th. Hans Bula in 15th. 16th is Cassell and Jens Hofer rounding out the grid in 17th position. So, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. We are back next week with the best track on the whole calendar. That is massive sarcasm. It's Portimao, Portugal. So, hey, if you want to see carnage, you want to see bodies dropping, come back next week, because it's going to be an expensive race. But with that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated, and we'll catch you next week.